Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 27 of Future, and this one is titled Kyrie Part 2. Just a disclaimer before we start, this chapter delves into cheating partners. If this is a trigger for you, then maybe skip this chapter. I hired a private investigator to help. Her name was Misa, Kyrie said. Misa? As in Misa? Kami yelped. Wait, whoa. His mind was in turmoil. She's your friend and she's a PI? Yeah, Kairi said glumly. It's her profession. She's very good at it. She got plenty of pictures of him with his female co-worker. Disgusting pictures. She darkened. So I confronted him about it. Naturally, he denied everything, so I waited one night and caught him in the act, myself. I screamed, I yelled. Security came in, I was taken away. Kami was heartbroken on her behalf. I'm so sorry, he whispered. I went to court and I got a payout, which I thought would make me feel better, but it didn't. I lost so much weight, I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, I trusted no one. She sniffed and then burst into tears, sobbing into her hands. And you know what the worst part is? She said. The day the court finalised the divorce, I found out I was 8 weeks pregnant. She bawled. Kami reached out an arm to hug her, but then pulled it back. I had wanted to become pregnant so badly because I wanted something to help me from being lonely. And I thought having a beautiful baby would give me purpose again. But I hated my husband now and I didn't want his baby. So in a fit of anger, I got an abortion. She sobbed loudly. It was my biggest mistake and I regret it every single day. I really wanted to be a mummy. She bawled, tears and snot streaming down her face. Kaminari didn't know what to do. How was he to console her now? He didn't want to overstep any boundaries, especially now that she had opened up to him. She was extremely vulnerable right now. His eyes welled with tears. She'd been through so much, and she was still so young. This arsehole had broken her. For what reason? She didn't deserve this. Everything was making sense now. Her walls, her insecurities about men, her hate of cheaters, hate of flirts, abandonment issues, everything. He gingerly reached an arm around her while she sobbed into her hands. The ice cream cone that had been there was now on the ground, and sticky melted ice cream dried to her arm. She flinched as he touched her, and he retracted quickly as if he'd been stung. Oh, I'm sorry, he yelped. I feel so sorry for you. I just don't know how to express my feelings. I thought a hug might help. I don't need a hug, she said in a shaky voice. I'm fine. You're not fine, he said softly. You've been trying to be so strong for so long and hold it all together by yourself. You need support. Good friends, and I'm here as both. She bawled again. Kami, I don't understand why you're being so kind to me. All I've ever done is push you away and been really mean to you. You stood up for me, remember? When I was accused of sexual assault, he said. You're a good person, Kyrie, and I know you don't mean to be like this, but it's just the hand that you've been dealt. She nodded and wiped her eyes and nose on her sleeve. You're really kind, Kami. I do appreciate it, I promise. I don't want to be touched. Yeah, fair enough, he said gently with a smile. I get that, and I appreciate the honesty. She smiled up at him through puffy, tear-stained eyes. Thank you, she said. Kami walked her home after she had calmed down a bit and dropped her off at her apartment before catching a bus back to his place. He was happy with how the night had gone. They'd had a breakthrough. He felt closer to her, and she seemed a lot happier after getting all of that pent-up emotion out. He was looking forward to a better friendship with her. Hey, Icky, baby, we have our anniversary coming up, Kyrie called out as he walked into the kitchen. We should do something special. Oh, that sounds awesome, Sharky, you said as you turned to smile at him. What did you have in mind? You want to have a weekend away together? Just us? He asked with his big friendly grin. That sounds awesome, but who would look after Ginny? You asked, your initial excitement fading when you realised you may not be able to find a sitter. I can ask Denki, Kyrie said. He loves Ginny, and he's super familiar with her routine too, and she loves him more than she loves me. That's not true, you giggled. She loves her daddy. We both love Daddy, you said as you stepped towards him and hugged him, rubbing your nose against his. So what do you think? He asked. Ask Denki? Yeah, actually, I trust him with Ginny, so ask him, you said, giving Kyrie a little peck on the lips and letting go to go back to washing up the dishes. I'd love to have a weekend away with you. Okay, I'll ring him, and then if he says yes, I'll start organising the accommodation, Kyrie said with excitement as he walked to where his phone was on the table. I've got somewhere in mind that I think you will love, he added with a little eyebrow wiggle. Oh, really? You asked suggestively. Does it have hot springs? He winked at you. Maybe, he said with a smirk. You squealed. Oh, I can't wait. Kyrie smiled at you and picked up his phone, stepping away so that he could chat to Kaminari. Hey, bro, Kyrie said brightly when Kaminari answered. Hey, man, what's up? Kaminari asked. Hey, so I have a massive favour to ask you, Kyrie said. Yeah, dude, what is it? Listen, it's Yin and my wedding anniversary coming up, and I want to do something special, so I was wanting to take her away for the weekend, but we're looking for a babysitter. And you need the best one in town for your beautiful baby girl, right? Kaminari asked with smugness in his voice. And there ends chapter 27. Stay tuned for chapter 28 coming tomorrow.